Hello and welcome back to the Greenhorn Photo Taker. I recently returned from an 8-day Colorado Rocky Mountain road trip where I captured over 200 gigabytes of amazing footage. From time warp journeys along iconic scenic byways like the top of the Rockies and the Silver Thread, to the breathtaking views of mountainous destinations, and moments captured on foot at the Maroon Bells and Red Rocks Amphitheater, I've created a visual adventure I'm looking forward to sharing with you. Let's plan for a 3-part series as we explore this majestic landscape, unique experiences, and core memories made on this wonderful Colorado road trip. The adventure started with a flight, which was mostly uneventful, but it was just the beginning. Our first goal in Denver was to immerse ourselves in the city's unique culture. My personal mission? To find the legendary Nikola Jokic mural in the RiNo Art District. The city's vibrant street art was incredible, and seeing the Joker's mural was a real highlight. Nice cool breeze. Shade. After that, we found a much more relaxing activity, a Swan paddle boat in City Park. Nothing quite says adventure like paddling a giant swan on a man-made lake in the heart of Denver with your daughter.
This is the water.
Is it what?
Most of the water.
Oh, us. First established in 1849. And speaking of my daughter, I have to give her a shout out for picking great restaurant after great restaurant over the entire trip. She scored high marks in every single one, from Tostique to elk burgers to biscuits and gravy. The food was almost as memorable as the sights. We ended day one with a baseball game at Coors Field. We had amazing seats, and despite a terrible Rocky record and a stadium full of Cardinal fans, the energy was pretty electric. Day two was all about transitioning from the city to the peaks. After a morning walkabout in Denver, we headed to Pikes Peak, and the drive up was, well, an experience. The scenic road had some steep drop-offs with no guardrails, so the nerves were definitely a little high. This is some of my all-time favorite scenic drive footage, and seeing the clouds stream by at such heights was a bit surreal. But once we reached the summit, it was all worth it. From an incredible 14,115 feet above sea level, probably the highest I will ever be, the views were breathtaking. You could see forever. We did notice, however, that the thin air was having an impact on breathing. It was a momentarily shocking experience, but by the end of the trip, we had acclimatized well. After shivering at about 45 degrees at the summit, we headed back down, which was almost as crazy as the way up. Our next destination was the Route 24 Scenic Drive to Buena Vista, where the adventure continued in a way we just didn't expect. Buena Vista is a classic Colorado town, nestled in a valley between two different mountain ranges. We decided to rent bikes, but things didn't go quite as planned. My chain slipped almost immediately, and before we could blink, I had grease all over. A few moments later, it started to pour rain. At a cost of $80 for less than an hour, it was infuriating, and after a failed attempt at a refund, we decided to simply embrace the chaos. We went back to the storefront, grabbed the soaking wet bikes and helmets, not exactly with permission, and completed our ride later that evening until dark. We were drenched, but we had a blast. It's one of those memories that started with a little frustration, but ended with us just laughing and enjoying the moment. Day 3 dawned gorgeous, and I took in the sunrise over the collegiate peaks and toured the Arkansas River in Buena Vista before we made our way to the San Luis Valley. The destination? The Great Sand Dunes National Park. This was easily a top moment of any trip I've ever taken. It's crazy. I think I see my first attempts. See where that one guy is walking up in black right in front of us? Wait on the back foot, she said, right? We decided to try our hand at sandboarding. While my daughter was a pro, I was less of a pro. She took plenty of hilarious pictures of me crashing and falling down in the dunes. But the views of the dunes against the 14,000-foot peaks dotted with snow was absolutely perfect. Don't ever hesitate if you get the chance to visit. Even if you aren't boarding, few places make you feel as small as this. Look how small those people look against the 750-foot sand dune. After the dunes, we drove the entire Silver Thread Scenic Byway. The road was a showstopper in and of itself, and it even gave us a dramatic rain and hailstorm to add to the cinematic feel. The highlight of this drive was undoubtedly North Clear Creek Falls. The footage we captured here was just beautiful and provided the perfect end to this incredible chapter of our journey. I was worried we peaked at the Great Sand Dunes. The next few days were just as mesmerizing. The West Elk Scenic Byway, one of my favorite all-time drives, Aspen, top of the Rockies, Independence Pass, and another core memory at Twin Lakes. Thanks for watching. Get out and explore.